Hello there guys, welcome to Dinos Vault. Welcome to my first ride review of the Mahindra Mojo 300 ABS BS6 model. You guys kept requesting me for this review, and finally special thanks to my good old friend Rakshit and Anand from Mahindra Two Wheelers for sending me this bike for my signature style review. So without further ado, first I'll give you a quick overview about this motorcycle and then we'll go ahead with my first ride reaction. So let's go ahead with this video. Hello there guys, welcome to Dinos Vault and welcome to my first ride review of the Mahindra Mojo ABS and BS6 model. Now this is how the new BS6 model looks. It gets new color schemes in red and black. It looks pretty attractive, there's no doubt about it. You still have these claws right here inspired by that animalistic feel that defines the machine or the Mojo bloodline. You also have this night owl kind of headlamp design. We still don't get LED lamps, I guess. We still get halogens. Really wish they offer LEDs, because now the game has changed, the rider preferences have changed, and we are in 2020, so there are a lot of changes required. So giving you a quick overview, powering the bike is 299.7 cc single cylinder BS6 compliant engine. It is fuel injected and it is liquid cooled as well. So this puts out around 26 PS of max power and close to 26 Newton meters of max torque. We get a 6-speed gearbox. It is a nice touring machine. The saddle is nice and comfortable, very good quality, premium quality seat, adequate room for the rider and a decent room for the pillion. I love the way the tail lamp design goes. It still looks pretty attractive even to this day. And apart from that, the tank capacity close to, I think, 20 or 21 liters. You can check the specification list for that. Then you have this exposed frame, the tubular frame that offers very good chassis stability and chassis orientation. You also get 320 mm pedal disc up front. We still get Pirelli Angel GT tires. So some of the equipment they have not compromised. We still get super fat 43 mm telescopic forks. Now we used to get USD forks, but given the Indian conditions, I think 43 mm conventional forks are better to maintain. And apart from that, you also get the side mounted exhaust. We used to get this dual exhaust setup, but we no longer get that. We get a side mounted exhaust, so that robs the bike of the muscle feel that it used to offer. It had that big bike kind of a feel with the dual exhaust, and used to sound absolutely amazing when you remove the DP killers. Also, please note that we get a pedal disc up front, but we get a conventional disc at the back. This one is not pedal disc, but we do get dual channel ABS as standard. Apart from that, this is how the bike looks. And I'll be giving you my first ride impression now. Next up, what do you guys think about this motorcycle? Many of you kept requesting me. So this is the BS6 model being featured. Special thanks to Rakshit and my biker brother Anand from Mahindra Two Wheelers for sending me this bike for review. So speedo console remains the same. The only thing I like about this is when the rev needle climbs, you have this highlight kind of lighting that goes along with it. Very signature hallmark trait of the Mojo bloodline. We still don't get slipper clutch, nor do we get ride by wire. So I really wish they equip it to the max to make it a force to reckon with. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead with my signature style ride reaction. Okay guys, now that I've given you a quick overview about this motorcycle, let's go ahead with my signature style acceleration test. So that was good, not bad you can say. So the Mojo 300, a cult classic, a bike that surprised everyone with its very unique proposition, the flat torque curve it had on offer, great intense torque machine as well as a brilliant touring machine, has suddenly gone into hibernation with the intense competition surrounding it. So what could be the reason? And now they've tried to make a comeback with a more affordable or decently balanced proposition. So is it enough to unsettle the competition? Well, not really, honestly. Though I have very good friends at Mahindra two-wheelers, Rakshit, who's a rider himself, who does a lot of long tours, and the rest of the Mahindra two-wheelers team are also die-hard riders, so they know what they're doing. But unfortunately, the lack of support from the company, maybe, I don't know what it is, or limitations, because the first generation Mojo was absolutely spectacular. It was something that was really different, something very unique. It had this macho muscular styling, the dual exhaust, and macho road presence, great tank range, brilliant equipment, Pirelli tires. Of course this one gets Pirelli tires as well, but something somewhere has gone missing, because now the power is down to around 26 PS and around 26 Newton meters. Of course they match the power with the torque to try to offer that flat torque curve which the Mojo tribe or the Mojo bloodline is known for. But apart from that, the saddle is comfortable, the build quality is good enough. I like the paint quality, the paint schemes that they have launched. This red and black color looks pretty attractive, but somehow I feel it is left behind, wanting for more. Now the current market, the kind of competition this guy faces is really intense around its price range, and you want more power, more torque, more equipment, and the rider, the average Indian rider, has become far more demanding and far more mature than before, because they embrace the biking culture. Like, the nation has embraced the biking culture, not just as a form of transportation but as a form of therapy, and they have come to terms with that. More and more people are taking to motovlogging and touring and exploring it as a lifestyle, and they're also understanding it as a form of therapy that helps them calm their senses and discover peace. So they want to set out on journeys, they want to explore places. This is one of the machines that you can consider, but is it on par with the kind of competition it faces currently? Well, no. If we still get chunky 43mm front forks. Now I wouldn't say that I would want upside down forks for sure. Now, given the Indian conditions, normal conventional telescopic forks, 43mm chunky forks are more than enough to offer good front end feel, and at the same time be easy to maintain when compared to USD forks, which are not easy to maintain given our road conditions. There'll be a lot of fork oil seal breakage or fork oil leakage given our conditions, road conditions. But apart from that, what if they can give this bike the power plant, they can bump it up to 45 PS and maybe bump up the torque to 37 Newton meters, right up to the Duke category. Then we have a competition on our hands, then you have a battle on our hands, then you have a fight on our hands, because Mojo people look up to it. They have a Mojo tribe, very sensible, seasoned, mature riders who understand motorcycling for what it is, who love to tour on their bikes, who have done saddle sore challenges and all. I've met them in one of the group rides. You can see that vlog. Last time I had reviewed the Mojo 300 ABS, but that sheer dominance of the first gen Mojo, which was really intense in terms of the riding feel it had on offer, that has gone missing. So one thing I'd like to suggest is, please give us a powerful power plant, because that will complement the true beastly nature that runs in the Mojo bloodline, and that's what the Mojo fanboys are looking for. If only you can offer something around 43 PS of max power and 37 Newton meters or 38 Newton meters of max torque, or maybe you can strike a balance 40 PS and 40 Newton meters to try and offer that flat torque curve. It will be a mad machine, and I'm pretty damn sure it will bring the Mojo back in the game. But if you don't, if you think that you can cut down on the power, yes, of course you have to comply by the norms, the BS6 norms, and if you have to, you know, cut down on the power and the torque, and still the price is on par with the rest of the competition, this bike feels left behind. Because say for instance, take a look at the flagship phones, smartphones that we have. Say for instance, the Note 20 Ultra was nothing like the actual Note 9, but it was more like the Note 5 or Note 6. Would anyone buy the Note 20 Ultra? No. With the days progressing, with the technology progressing, we want more of new technology, we want more fun, we want more efficiency, we want more pleasure, more kind of value packed into the machine. But if we don't get that, that's where the product leaves us wanting for more. So that is exactly the case of Mojo. It's not that it's bad bike. It is very good, very comfortable riding stance. You can still tour on this bike hundreds of kilometers without feeling fatigued. You still get the Pirelli Angel GT tires. One thing that I really miss is the second exhaust that used to was a hallmark design element of the Mojo tribe and Mojo bloodline, or the Mojo brand wagon. But I really wish they bring back that second exhaust, because that was really cool. It used to give the bike a muscle bike kind of a feel. It used to give that beastly kind of a feel, but now it's gone. So next time, for the next upgrade, I'm hoping we'll get a second exhaust back in its place, maybe some kind of a revised styling to bring back that radical theme, that some kind of interest, maybe LED lights or slipper clutch, ride-by-wire throttle. All these equipments do matter because people look for them. Even a change in the speedo console, maybe we can have a full color TFT console, maybe you can bump up the price slightly. But if you give that kind of power and equipment, people, it'll kind of raise eyebrows, and it'll start grasping people's attention. Maybe you can give it a right kind of a comprehensive overhaul to make it much more radically appealing. And then you can, once you have the success element, then you can play around with the different themes. You can launch a scrambler variant, you can launch an adventure variant, you can launch a cafe racer variant. So this is just my point of view as a former long-time Mojo fanboy. When I first rode the Mojo, I became a fan, trust me. You can still watch that old Mojo first generation video on my channel. You can see how I express myself, how I go crazy, falling in love with the machine. And same is the case with all the Mojo lovers or the Mojo tribe members. They loved the first generation model, but from then on the story changed. If only you guys can challenge your own limits, take that leap of faith, and try for once to launch some kind of a bike that will please the true Mojo fan, then I'm pretty damn sure we'll have a serious success story to tell. So that concludes my review of the Mojo 300 ABS. It is still a decent bike, but it's not great. It could be much better than this. So now let me end this by giving you guys my signature style exhaust note. Okay, see, it looks so empty. If only we had dual exhaust, it would have been amazing. So that's pretty much it. This wraps up my review of the Mojo 300 ABS. If you like what you've seen and if you agree with what I said, please do hit the like button and stay tuned for more action right here at Dinos Vault.